Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about absolute and relative location. These shouldn't be new terms. We did go over them a couple weeks ago, but today we are actually going to look at real life examples of how we can use them. So just a reminder, absolute location is going to be the exact location described by coordinates or an address. So for example, we have the White House, okay? The coordinates, so that's latitude and longitude, don't forget, would be around 38 degrees north and 77 degrees west. Okay, that gives me an exact location for the White House. The address for the White House is going to be 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20500. That tells me exactly where the White House is located. So absolute locations definitely help us understand where something is exactly. Then we have relative locations. Relative locations are going to get us in the right area. This is the location that's described by landmarks or directions. So for example, on this map, we have the White House. Okay, that's right about where the star is, just a little bit above that. And we can tell that the Washington Monument is right down here. So the White House is north of the Washington Monument, excuse me. But we know that it's south of Lafayette Square. So we can use both of those to describe where the White House is located. So let's go ahead and practice. All right. So what is the absolute location of Denver, Colorado? I'll give you a couple seconds to figure out that latitude and longitude, because remember, absolute, that is exactly where it is using coordinates or an address. So let's figure out the latitude and longitude of Denver, Colorado. Pause the video if you need more time. But if you answered 39 degrees north and 104 degrees west or anything around that, you would be correct. So good job. Remember, absolute location means latitude or longitude. Next, we have relative location. So we're going to be looking for directions since we don't really have landmarks on this map. So find Portland, Oregon. What can we use to describe where Portland, Oregon is? So you might say something like, it's just south of Washington, right? Or it's just west of Idaho. You can use those state names, or you could use the cities. So we have Phoenix, that is, so from Phoenix, Portland is northwest, okay? So again, we can describe where Portland is using those other places as a reference and using directions. All right, absolute location of Lincoln, Nebraska. I'll give you a second. So remember, absolute location is going to be latitude and longitude, sorry. So if you said anything like 41 degrees north and 97 or 98 degrees west, you would be correct, okay? All right, what about the relative location of Houston, Texas? How can we describe where Houston is based on the things around it? So if you said it's in the south part of Texas, just west of Louisiana, that would be a great description. Or if you said it's south of Oklahoma, awesome, okay? And that is the difference between absolute and relative location.